all your sweet spots and kind of negate that entire trade by M-Bessa. So it's a bit of a cat and mouse game, kind of who goes first. If the Aatrox dashes in, suddenly M-Bessa can punish. If the M-Bessa...
Very quickly, because I love Rakan, we'll talk about it, right? Something you do as Rakan in this sort of matchup is instead of going for the W immediately under the opponents, you'll try and get them just on the edge, right? And then the Alistar headbutt pulverize, or just the pulverize, doesn't actually get a knock up onto you. As there we go, flash forward from Prime, from Trymbi, looking for the trade here onto Prime and Hazel. Boukada coming across the wall. Gets the suppression onto Prime. Hazel's going to flash away, battle dance, but Hazel has no more tools in his arsenal to escape this. Trymbi tanking the tower. Prime will be able to walk away. First blood over to Shifters.
And it's over
with the fact that they burnt the flash out of Hazel, burnt the heal out of Prime, and only actually the flash heal invested by Trymbi to get on them. So Paduck still has his summoners to escape any further plays. Boukada here alongside Trymbi. Smite out from Yukino. Boukada looking for the edge of itself, will get the stun into the wall. There's the follow-up, and now Yukino has to flash, with a flash forward from Nuke will stop him getting the Vault Breaker away. Nuke will be gifted the kill, and Shifters are 2-0 up.
Just look at Trymbi, man. Look how aware he is. Trades his ult for the Aatrox ult, and suddenly he is now way stronger than the Aatrox, because now if no one has ult, he's just winning.
And he is. Drake secured here. As we see the jump in by Prime, he's going to battle dance away, but Paduck is on the chase, transcending himself, but won't be able to get enough damage onto Prime, who dances away. Boukada still did use the Impale in that place. He's in this Weaver's wall. They'll go in. Trymbi with a good flash. Hazel diving in with a kill instinct as well. Yukino's so low, though. Already chunked out. The Emperor's Divide as well onto Kamiloo with 3 kills. Over to Shifters. KCB thought they'd found a pick, but...
Not the rock. Not the rock in the, not the rock in the back.
He's going to land another one.
Not the rock.
Headbutt pulverize. Hazel is going to try and escape underneath his tower, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a leg to stand on. Paduck gets it. Now 3
here in a bit. I think he's a little bit scared just because now he knows that Skarner just took the grubs. It's a little bit hard for him to look for an extended fight here, but the time as Paduck is going in here on the case, so tries to get a big chunk here. There's a cow here coming.
Hazel, no barrier. Does get shielded by the battle dance, but Trymbi still takes the kill underneath the tower. Unbreakable wall coming out from him as well. Will keep himself healthy enough. That damage reduction working out wonders for the Shifters support.
And the stakes are sky high right now. Trymbi tries to get even more space here, looking for these grubs. I think kind of have to give them. Prime looks to get a recall here. Boukada dives in.
Yeah, looking for the Krugs. Impale coming out. Yukino with a good short dash there. And practicing his smash skills to escape that. 4-minute soul if they continue at this pace. In KCB, I mean, they're just trying to get gold wherever they can. There's not really many avenues for them.
I mean, KCB's just sitting here in the chair, watching them take this dragon, just looking at them doing it, and it feels like they don't really, they're not trying to cross-map, they're just trying to get farm back onto Yukino, trying to get some avenue of gold, but it's so difficult now. Boukada is looking at Kamiloo, will be the flash out, and will be some more plates onto Nuke. And
I mean, Kamiloo can't step now, right? Like, you've got an Alistar coming in from the side, even if you have support of Yukino, as Tao is traded on here by Rooster, who dashes out of the Infernal Chains. Tao also losing the top lane matchup as Yukino goes in with the Vault Breaker onto Boukada here. He does still have his flash and another Vault Breaker in. Trymbi dives across the wall. Ishtal's impact gets the stun. Cease and desist with the quickness won't be enough. Boukada again! Don't go on the tanks! You've got to find a squishy target. Kamiloo able to weave his way away. But no amount of crochet will save the day for them. They can't knit up a solution to the Shifters' problem.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no damage right now in the KCB comp. They don't have enough damage. Kamiloo doesn't have one fully item completed, and he gets it now, but the Kai'Sa can't dive in there as well. Usually you want to go there, and then Kai'Sa will come in.
Yukino and Kamiloo will use the time to start up the Rift Herald, but again, Shifters immediately move up there themselves, and Yukino, like, he's trying to get something started. The KCB are trying to get something started. There's the Weaver's Wall out. Trymbi with a knockback onto Prime, who goes in with the quickness, but immediately is slammed against the wall. Good seismic shove. Paduck shielded up, though, and with the dive in from Yukino, with that cease and desist, he's underneath the tower for way too long. Impale out from Boukada is flashed away from. Nuke goes in with the Emperor's Divide, doesn't connect. Seismic shove onto him means that he might fall. KCB get their first of the game.
I thought the dive was not diving, but then Nuke dived in and just whiffed the zero ult there, and really nice for KCB. A small solace, being able to pick up that shutdown onto this here, being able to get a little bit of gold back, also probably getting this Rift Herald. Was a bit of a sketchy attempt, but they end up coming out on top, so I think they're really happy with that exchange.
It was super sketchy all around. Yukino was so deep. But as you say, Nuke went to see that Hazel's flash is down there. But it may be, I couldn't quite see exactly if he used it earlier to
Someone
dodge.
sidestepped it, maybe it wasn't Hazel.
Yeah, it was probably Prime then. Prime probably sidestepped it because he used his flash earlier on. Rift Herald That's a roundabout route. That's your own tower, Kamiloo. Yes, mate. So what probably happened was the Ritter went down. Kamiloo was like, oh, we can charge this into the tower, and then
he took the
all
scenic
of
route.
Shifters were there.
Yeah, he took the scenic route.
Yeah, but he went to the wrong tower, man. Like,
yeah, Paduck is gonna kill it. Actually, one thing that is underrated is how much that Rift Herald gives XP. I remember when I played with Hansama, he was always like, okay, leave the Rift Herald, I want the solo XP.
Yeah.
Like, classic AD carry fashion. He just wants to get as much XP they can.
I mean, you can get them off Wukong clones as well. You get XP off that. You can level to 6. I think it happened in Worlds like a couple of years ago. Someone leveled to 6 off a Wukong clone and then was able to turn the fight. Yeah.
I don't know who I talked to this about, but there's always this chance that maybe Sion passive is bugged. So I always make sure to try to last hit the Sion passive in case I get double gold. Haven't worked out for me yet, but maybe one day it will. Now Shifters is shifting their vision down into mid lane here. Yeah, that's really original.
Yeah.
We'll try to get this mid lane tower down at least, and this is gonna make the life a little bit more difficult for KCB. Suddenly you don't have that safety, that bastion of hope that your mid tier 1 represents.
Yeah, no real defense.
The phase check into Talia shove from Fog of War, or like a big chunk from Archon to get kind of HP advantage somewhere, because if you just walk in and there's a 5 versus 5 and you're just looking at each other, you will never win that fight with this gold deficit that KCB find themselves in.
Yeah, you're a full item behind in the AD carry. Like Fiend Hunter Bolts, the Kraken Slayer and Infinity Edge already complete on Paduck. Rooster looking for this trade as well, goes in with the public execution. Boukada's on the chase, Kamiloo already low. Boukada's just there to help clean it up. Flash forward from Rooster to follow Kamiloo's flash, as he will pick up the kill. Yukino now behind enemy lines, maybe looking to steal away this Baron. There is some vision from KCB on it. Shifters will start it up.
KCB Yukino license to steal. Will he get this little avenue in here? Shifters seem to not be aware of this. If they have any blue trinkets, he could get a little bit of information that could allow him to get into this pit, and that's all you have right now. You only have this 50-50 chance for KCB to get this Baron.
Prime trying to get in with the quickness. Nuke realizing, hey, we haven't seen the enemy jungler for a while. Let's make sure he can't get in here. Shifters do their due diligence and manage to pick up the Baron. A mid lane tower did fall to Hazel, but unfortunately for Yukino, he wasn't able to sneak his way in there. 90 seconds on the Ocean Soul, and Shifters...
people there. And I do think KCB realizes they can't give this, they can't afford to execute.
At this point, it's Prime trying to sell a locket to get an Oblivion Orb. That's where you're at in terms of healing reduction. I mean, I guess you could go, like, Tower Yukino could get it if they really needed to, but it just delays them by so much. Drake up in 14 seconds. The Baron power play not too consequential as Trymbi flashes forward onto Kamiloo, looking for the trample stun, will land it. Nuke diving in as well as Kamiloo falls. And now Boukada's on the front line and Yukino's going to have to dash across the wall. Enemy mid laner dead. Immediately the call to go towards that Drake for Shifters.
Put her fingers.
I mean, it's great stuff from Trymbi.
Yeah, I mean, I love the
snapping engage.
Snapping engage, but here,
quickness coming out, season desist there as well. The Inferno Chains will drag him back. Nuke still has the stopwatch. Paduck's going to dash across the wall, dive in from Hazel and Emperor's Divide in time, but still Nuke will fall. And now Tau trying to escape with 4 members of Shifters there. There's no escape for him. The Drake delayed, but Shifters should be able to just turn their attentions back towards it.
I mean, you have to try something. If you just let them get this dragon and just let them set up their siege once again, you will not have a chance. So KCB trying to find anything they can. Nuke goes a little bit deep, and I think you have to try to pounce and punish that play by Nuke. If you don't, you will just see them taking more and more space here. Yukino is fine. He will get his red buff at least.
And there goes the Soul, secured by Shifters. No Baron for them.
Now Shifters, the only thing you need to do in these moments is mind your flanks. Yeah. You have one lose condition. If there's a weird flank by like Prime and Yukino together, maybe there's a chance for KCB to take a fight. But in general, when you're winning the game this hard, you really need to be careful that you don't give the enemy team any chance to go on you.
Weaver's Wall out. No one really able to catch there. Nuke is shoved back, but no real follow-up from KCB. As Shifters will take the top lane tier 2 and now rotate their team, or translate their team across towards the mid lane to take the mid tier 2 as well. Yukino having to dash away, and there's too much long-range damage really from Shifters. They'll take another tower out of the exchange, and now with 90 seconds left before they look towards that Baron, I wouldn't be surprised if we see one final wave push. Resets. Steal away this jungle reminder, instead saying, well, if they dive on me, I do need to be able to survive. The Baron begun by Shifters, and no real contest from KCB.
Yeah. And now, come on Prime, show me the flank. choose a bush, choose a bush.
Man, it's Sven Bush time, isn't it?
Yes, it's I mean, I don't know who invented this, just find the bush to flank in. I can think of so many players.
Oh, there's great players who have done it. We just all remember Sven, because as an Alistair, he stood there for 2 minutes and did nothing, right? So, there were great bushes to flank in. The issue is, how do you get there?
Yeah.
With the Baron up and with Ocean Soul, 4 shifters, they can just push in. TP coming out, Nuke immediately flashes, cease and desist in, the killer instinct as well. Nuke does have that stop push, but doesn't have a chance to use it. They find the bush, and all it took was Nuke TPing into the mid lane with no defense. Boukada locked up under the tower! Oh, Nuke, that was abysmal, man.
A beautiful bush find by KCB, finally finding the bush they needed. The bush pack into this game here. KCB tries to take a little more space here.
Prime has to dodge away. Yukino going back in with a Vault Breaker to try and keep his support alive. Trymbi flashed in. Tau does have a flank. World Ender in. Unbreakable will coming out from Trymbi, but now it times out. Yukino diving back in. Rooster jumps onto Hazel on the backline. Tau trying to get onto Paduck, who does have the damage to keep him at bay for now. Still looking for the Q3. Paduck able to dodge away. Tau, though, still alive somehow. Rooster will take one with him. Will take 2!
Just a little bit short on damage here. Almost gets it.
So close. Rooster does a great job of just distracting that backline. Well, Tau is trying to take out Paduck. Can't quite get it. The Elder begun by Shifters. Prime has found the bush.
He's in the bush.
Kamiloo's there as well, but he is going to get clipped. And now the question is, who can steal? No smite on Prime. Doesn't have that with the unsealed spellbook.
Wrong bush.
Yeah, Elder Drake secured for Shifters. Now KCB have to back away. If you're Shifters, though, there were flashbacks in your mind. You lost to Giant X. You lost to Lost Ratones with massive leads twice so far across the 9 games you've played. With the Elder, though, with the Baron remaining for another wave, but TP coming in from Rooster, has that public execution Prime there as well, dodges away from the charm, but
why did he not take damage, by the way?
Because he's full HP. He's got Death Stance, man, and more. Death Stance the most broken damage reduction item in the game.
I don't know whose dancing teacher is. I want to get the same one. Like, what? He just got hit by everything that KCB had, and it took like 1% of his health?
I think really nice public execution to avoid the quickness charm. It got him out of a very sticky situation. Now Shifters can push in. It's their last wave with Baron buff. That expires in 3 seconds' time. KCB has shown some signs of life near the end of this game, but it's been Shifter misplays more than anything. Yukino pushes out the mid wave. Shifter's still going in, have 90 seconds left on this Elder. Drake, the Impale out. Tau gonna get shot by the laser. The rest of KCB who've cleared out the wave though. Next wave still a little bit away, but enough time for Shifters on this Elder buff to be able to continue to push in. The Ocean Soul healing them up as well.
Yeah, you don't have to look at the zoners to realize the time is ticking now for KCB. They need to make a final last stand there.
Double knock-up seismic shot. The CC chain is massive, but they just don't have the damage. Prime and Kamiloo relegated to the Fountain. Shifters will win out the fight, will take down the Nexus, and will keep their playoff lives alive. It was close at times. It was closer than Shifters fans would have wanted, but in the end, they'll take the 50G. They'll take the win.